We've all had our share of moments where we had that sinking feeling that our girl was being dishonest with us.
You liar!
She gets a text on her phone and she quickly swipes up without responding. You glance over at her, hoping she'll say something, anything to ease your worries. But instead, she gives you a dismissive smile and leaves the room. Is she hiding something, or is it all in your head?
You can't handle the truth!
Well, it might not be as bad as a murder trial, but now you're left torturing yourself with doubt and worry.
I'm going to throw up. I think I'm going.
But it doesn't have to be this way. There are a dozen verbal and nonverbal cues that she gave off during that interaction that went right over your head. Cues that even professionals like police detectives and interrogators depend on when questioning the suspect of a crime. And if you learn how to identify them, you'll become a walking lie detector machine. Before we get started, we want to thank you for tuning in to the Eros Love Channel, your go-to source for all things love. We strive to make entertaining and educational videos, but we need your support to do it. So if you like what you see, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel and leave a comment letting us know you did. Now let's dive in. Number 1, she becomes a parrot. If you ask her an incriminating question and she immediately repeats it back to you, what's about to follow is a big fat lie. For example, you ask, "Hey, did you run into your ex yesterday?" And she replies with, "My ex yesterday?" This is a huge sign she's being dishonest. It means you caught her by surprise, and her brain is desperately trying to buy time in order to fabricate her response. She automatically and unconsciously repeats what you asked in order to gain a few precious seconds to make something up. Number 2, the eyes are the windows to the soul. Remember those old school codes for special moves in video games like Mortal Kombat? You know, like up, down, up, triangle. Well, when it comes to detecting lies, all you have to remember is up, right. If your girl is right-handed and she immediately looks up and to the right when asked a difficult question, it's very likely she's being deceitful. Looking towards the right signifies she is searching the part of the brain responsible for imagination. If she looks up and to the left, it means she's trying to recall factual information and most likely telling you the truth. For people who are left-handed, it's not set in stone, but it's usually reversed. Left signifies untruthfulness and right signifies honesty. Number 3, they changed their head position. When your girl changes the position of her head quickly after a difficult question, it's most likely because she is lying. After asking the question, pay attention to her head. Does she pull back, tilt to the side, bow down? None of these are a good sign. Number 4, covering or fidgeting with her mouth. This is one of those that can stand alone and signify dishonesty all by itself. If she gets so nervous that she literally covers her mouth in an effort to stop herself from talking, or she bites her nails, or bites her lips when asked a question, it's the body's unconscious way of trying to get her to stay quiet. Number 5, she changes the subject. This one's pretty obvious, but if the lie is something that you're in denial about, like infidelity, you might need to hear it from us. Even if she does give you a quick response to your question, but then immediately changes the subject, it's pretty much a no-brainer.
You can't stand me.
That's not true. Why don't you let me fix you some of this new Mococo drink? All natural cocoa beans from the upper slopes of Mountain Nicaragua, no artificial sweeteners.
What the hell are you talking about? Who are you talking to?
Number 6, eye contact and shifting. If she's going out of her way to avoid eye contact and her eyes shift from side to side, it's a psychological reaction to attempting to lie. It's almost as if her brain is telling her to desperately look for an exit out of the situation. Number 7, excessive perspiration. She might not make it this easy on you, but if you're observant, you might notice sweat appearing on the forehead, cheeks, or back of the neck. If it's a drawn-out conversation, you might catch her attempting to wipe it away. Number 8, blushing. If her cheeks turn rosy red when you confront her about something, it's because her nervous system has released adrenaline and initiated that flight or fight response. This is a strong indicator of deception. There's no reason for reacting this way if you're simply telling the truth. Number 9, crossing her arms and hiding the palms of her hands. Even in the animal kingdom, the belly and palms are instinctively vulnerable areas that are usually guarded. That's why when a female feels she is being accused of something and she is guarding the truth, she'll unconsciously cross her arms to cover her chest and belly. There's also no way she'll expose her palms while she's lying to you. She'll either hold her hands close to her body or clench her fists. Number 10. Excessive information. If you ask her something simple like, "What did you have for lunch today?" and she replies with a detailed review of the restaurant and nutritional breakdown of the meal, it's most likely all smoke and mirrors. She's trying to fill in the gaps so her story sounds more believable. If you've got nothing to lose and you really think your girl is lying about something serious, this is a good time to push back. Ask follow-up questions and harp on the details. She'll most likely trip up and become inconsistent because liars usually have to make up additional lies to support the one they just told. Crashing and burning is inevitable. We've reached the end of our list, and if you haven't done so already, don't forget to subscribe below. Thanks again for watching, and as always, remember to love yourself first.